So yes, so for today, we're going to do this lab 1. You need to download this dist 01 because the dist 01, when you look at it, and maybe I've got it here. Yeah, it has these two files in it. One is an image, and one is just some text. And so
So you're going to record the class now or afterwards?
I think it's being recorded. Yeah, I'm recording it now. So yes, I am recording it. So yes, so if you will download these two files, you'll take the text and you'll take the image and you'll put them into an HTML file. And then that is what you're going to upload. So the instructions are given to you in this Word document, I think. Now it does refer to the old class. Sorry about that. 1820 should say 1436. But you need to make something that looks like this. So you need to use some heading tags. You need to use some paragraph tags, and you need to create a list with some list tags. Okay, so you can decide what kind of list that is. I think it's pretty obvious that that's an unordered list, so that would be a UL. It's not a table, it's a list. All right, now next lesson you will change it to a table. I know that because I was looking at the next lesson thing. So we'll open that. Now I rather than sort of go through and code it, I have a sort of a solution here, but it's for actually lesson 2, which sort of takes this and converts the list to a table. So don't worry about that. Imagine this as a list, not a table. And so because of that, the code is just a little bit different. But what you kind of need to be doing is a little bit like this. Of course, you would need to have a head and a title. The CSS in there, don't worry about that. That's lesson 2 stuff. Then you need to, in the body, you need to have an image tag to get that image there. Then you need to have these heading tags. You got two different types of heading, a big heading and a little heading. And if you look at what we're talking, see what we're doing there, you can see we got a big heading and a little heading. The big heading is H1, the little heading is H2. Then every one of the paragraphs is framed by a P tag. Okay, and so that's pretty simple. Now, so yours will not be like this. So imagine changing that table to an unordered list. Well, we could do that, I suppose.
UL.
Yeah, so this should be UL, and this should be UL. And each of these should be, instead of TR, should be LI. And yeah, so if you did that, list item. And, you know, for me, I don't like typing things out a lot, so I would just copy and paste. So can I do all of those at once? Yeah, maybe. No, one at a time. So one, paste. Oh, we're getting a sort of a indent effect, which is not what I wanted, but yeah, never mind. And so again, or maybe it's just easier to type it. Nah, paste it. And sorry, I'm a bit slow on my typing, especially when I type the wrong thing. Hit the equal instead of the backspace. And yeah, and then I would just do the same on the back end here. Copy this. Should be easier on the back end because we've got no tabs to worry about. And oops. Got a V instead of a control V. That means I let go of the control key when I was pasting. Hope you guys are probably faster than me at this. But anyway, so when you've done, you're going to have something like that. If you save your file, you can just do a control S. And then when you, so hopefully when you then look at that, I saved that in there. That was a bad idea, but yeah, then you see it comes up the way that you want it to do. All right, so I'll have to go and edit that again for lab 2, but that's basically what you're going to sort of get now. The color there, That's because of the CSS. We messed around with the CSS in the code. So basically, it's not too big an exercise, as you can see there. You got to do an unordered list. You got some p tags, and you got an image tag, and you got h1 and h2 tags. All of this should be sort of familiar to you from your work back in the previous course. All right, so easy peasy, says Taha. Well, he didn't say peasy. I added that bit, but yes, easy,
Then
easy. So that's your exercise. Go ahead, go for it, and upload
about the
that.
information, we have to write it
No, no,
from
no.
us.
It's given for you. It's given for
Good
you.
question.
Oh, okay.
You are given this dist. You download this dist, and
Extract.
unzip it, uncompress it, and then you'll find this document is there. Okay, it's got all the words in it. So you can take that and you can paste that into your HTML file and then put the p tags around it.
Now it's easy.
I think you won't have any trouble. Okay, so
When is the deadline, Mister?
what do you reckon? Next lesson? I think you could do it by
Oh,
next
okay.
lesson, right? Okay,
When do
so
we have next?
what theory do I need to give you? I don't think too much theory. The new stuff, if there's anything new, there's not really much new, but you should know about H1 and H2 tags. You should so theory is just reminder, right? That our web page is going to have two parts. It's going to have a head part and it's going to have a body part. It can be divided by those. The head part, you still need to put a head part in and put the title in. Then there's the CSS, which you don't have to with the style. There's no requirement to do that in this lesson. But in the body, you do need to put an image tag at the start, your H1 tags, your H2 tag, and your P tags, and your unordered list and LI tags. And that's the exercise. Easy, 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 as they say. All right, so I'm just going to